Welcome to my diaries from the mother city, Cape Town. So I've been in Cape Town for the past 5 days. I've been documenting my experience, and today I decided to take a hike to one of the most iconic landmarks in Cape Town, the Lion's Head. And today I decided to do a hike to Lion's Head. It's all cloudy, you can see behind me, very cloudy. Okay, it's very cloudy on the side of Table Mountain, but the Lion's Head, clear skies. The Lion's Head sits comfortably and majestically between Signal Hill and Table Mountain. So hiking to the top of Lion's Head, I didn't really know what to expect, so I was open-minded and then open for any surprises. The peak of Lion's Head was actually like it had a very small surface area due to the nature of how the whole mountain looks like. So I knew it was going to be a very challenging adventure. So I decided to offload my backpack and pack just the most essential tools and gadgets I would need for the hike. So I dropped most of my lenses, my gimbal and other stuff that wouldn't be so necessary for the hike. I still feel like there's a lot of weight behind me. Anyway, this adventure it's not a child's play. I'm tired already. But hey, I'm still gonna make it to the top. So 40 minutes into the hike, I was already feeling tired. Although I had packed very light, my bag was actually draining me. At some point, I had to take off the backpack from my back and then hold it like a briefcase. I guess this actually makes things better, rather than putting it behind. Yo, it's pulling me back. This is Table Mountain. So on the top, that's where the cable car goes. So hiking up the Lion's Head, you have the opportunity of seeing the most iconic landscape in Cape Town, which is Table Mountain. So whenever you're in Cape Town, you want to try any activity that will be worth your money, you would want to go in for the Table Mountain's cable car. So it's a two-way affair. You can hike onto Table Mountain and descend with the cable car, or you can ascend from the bottom of the mountain to the top of Table Mountain via the cable car. So we came across this bench that was actually made for people who would feel tired whilst hiking up the Lion's Head. So if you're in Cape Town with your partner or a friend, you can come up here and enjoy the views from the mountain. I feel this action is very, very thoughtful because in this world, it's the little things that matters. So providing a seat or providing a bench here for people who would feel tired along the hiking path, or even people who would want to come up here occasionally to enjoy some fresh air and catch some breathtaking scenery. I think it's a commendable act by South African national parks. One of the fascinating things about Table Mountain and its surrounding mountains, which includes Signal Hill and Lion's Head, is that it can actually be seen from almost every part of Cape Town. So this is another view of the mountain from Bluebird Beach. It actually makes the mountain look like an island. It's even visible from the airplane taking off from Cape Town International Airport. So along the hiking path, you meet people that are climbing just like you, people that are descending, and you can chit chat and socialize. How are you? Yeah, good. Yeah, sure, thanks. So one of the things I dare not forget is my friend Mawethu, who was actually my tour guide throughout my stay here. So Mawethu is actually a professional tour guide, licensed to take people on tours in Cape Town. He's very knowledgeable. He knows everywhere in Cape Town. I'll leave his contacts in the description below. Check him out anytime you visit Cape Town. So for pet lovers, Lion's Head is actually a pet-friendly area. You can come up with your dog, your cat, any pet you have. Provided you can hike up with your pet, you are cool to come with it. See Signal Hill from a distance away, and I could see the clouds gathering around Signal Hill. So after a short while, the mountain was literally covered in clouds and you could only see the tip of it. It was quite an amazing scene to watch, and it also showed the power of nature in how it could engineer things in just a split second. Due to the nature of the mountain, there's been provision made for ladders, staples and chains to ease access from one point to the other on the mountain.
So at this point, I have to climb all the way up. Yes! First ladder.
So I met this South African who had heard a lot about Ghana and was planning to visit the country for the first time.
For tour?
Holiday. Oh, okay.
Sure, we can always come to Ghana. When does this happen? Yeah, West Africa. Hey!
There was actually a good feeling that people actually knew a lot about Ghana and then were happy that they were visiting for the very first time.
But this looks like the most difficult part of it all.
It was very interesting to see at some point that there was a notice that said use ladders, chains and staples at your own risk. Deciding to hike up to the top of Lion's Head was a daunting task. And so whatever decision you take before and during your hike was at your own risk.
See if you can take
So it's virtually one way up, one way down. So if someone is descending at this point, you have to wait for the person to descend before you can also ascend. You can't really take breaks whilst hiking and down, especially if there are a lot of people behind you because it's a small path and it's one way up, one way down, as I said earlier on. So you just have to keep going, or you wait for all to bypass you and then sit and relax for a while and then continue your journey.
Hello. I'm good.
I was so anxious at this point and I had a strong feeling that we were so close to the top. Thankfully, this was the last ladder to climb to get to the peak.
Are we there? Oh, finally! Finally, I made it! I'm on the peak of Lion's Head. Finally.
No amount of words could describe how tired I was at this point, but I was super proud and glad that I made it to the top finally.
Finally here, 2,199 feet above main sea level. I'm currently on top of Lion's Head, and the views here are spectacular. After close to 2 hours hike, I finally made it to the top. It's not been easy, man. It's not been easy, but the views here, it's actually worth the struggle to get to the top. Almost every part of Cape Town is visible from here.
So I met these 3 middle-aged women who were very cool. At the time they were having breakfast on top of the mountain.
Thank you. Yeah, first time up here. First time up here? Oh, okay.
A series of conversation.
And to crown it all, they offered me coffee, date fruits, and some nuts. Okay, I'll see you some other time. Enjoy, you too. Bye. Bye. Sure.
Being on top of the mountain, you could actually appreciate the city from above, and it was actually breathtaking. It was so beautiful. We spent close to an hour on top of Lion's Head, appreciating the beautiful views, and we could also see formation of the clouds, which was very surreal. But before we could realize, the clouds had engulfed entirely the mountain, and visibility was now a problem.
So a few moments ago, this place was all clear. We could see the city down the hill, but now, all of a sudden, the place is all covered up by clouds. This is insane.
So hiking to the top was very hectic, but to descend was a whole new adventure yet to be unraveled right before our eyes. Because of how steep the mountain looks like, descending it needed extra skill. Extra skill, I mean. So on our way down, we met a lot of people climbing up to do paragliding.
Hi, is there a parachute?
Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. I have lots and lots of amazing content coming out from my stay in Cape Town, where I went to watch Cape Town City's play in the DHL Stadium, my visit to Francho. Lots and lots of amazing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.